lonely chapter can be defined oftentimes as a season where you go to war with yourself and you tell no one about it until you have won.
Everyone watching the show, do you be yourself and make sure that you love being yourself. And it's going to be roadblocks, it's going to be tribulations, but always remember this is a life experience. Accept the experience, appreciate the experience, and learn how to move on from things that don't serve you well, and find your journey, respect your journey, and love it.
It's a great feeling to know that you set a goal for yourself and you were able to reach that goal and to knock it down.
You've got to bet on you. You believe in everybody else. You clap for everybody else. You support everybody else. You baking cakes and making cookies for everybody else. But when are you going to look in the mirror and believe in the darn person you see? It's about time for you to believe in you because you got it.
When was the last time you sat alone with your thoughts? In order to get through the lonely chapter, you must embrace the lonely chapter.
I wasn't invited to parties or friendly gatherings on the weekend. So on Fridays and Saturdays, I would go in my rec room with my basketball and basically dribble myself to sleep. And I think that was the best thing that could have ever happened to me, because during those lonely hours in the rec room, I discovered the hunger, the motivation, and the desire to be the best possible basketball player that I could be.
Solitude is a superpower. Embrace it. Step into it. Find yourself and become unstoppable.
Tomorrow gonna be better than today because of what you put in today. Your future depends on your present. So stop blaming everybody and take and make the responsibility all yours. Man, we living in a generation of blame. Everybody blaming somebody else for coming up short. You gotta take responsibility for being where you are, and being who you are, how you are, what you are, why you are. You gotta take responsibility. If you don't, you're gonna look up a year from now, you're gonna be in the same position. There may be different colors, maybe even different people, but you will be in the same position if you don't do something about it today. You know what I'm getting ready to go do today? I'm getting ready to go dominate today. I'm getting ready to make today happen. I'm getting ready to make some changes today. I'm getting ready to instill some things. I'm getting ready to delete some things. I'm getting ready to just manifest some things, to make some things be like I want them to be. Therefore, my tomorrow is going to be even better because of what I did today.
Right? Durant scared me because when Durant score, he don't say nothing. He ain't getting nobody excited. He ain't trying to get LeBron pissed off or pumped up. He just score on my man and shh. Only thing he does at the end of the game, he kiss his mama, he hug his brothers. All right, I'm out. Game over. Shh. But the one thing he does, I don't know if you watched it, the first thing he does when he gets on the court is he does what? Y'all better start watching these games, bruh, because you're going to need to do what these champions doing if you're going to be a champion. The first thing he does is what with them numbers? Touch them numbers on the front. And he's doing that for who? His coach that was killed. He got a why. He got a why. He ain't just playing for no championship. He not. You got to hear what I'm telling you. If y'all going to be great on that field, you got to have a why. You got to have a reason for why you do what you do. When he comes out, he ain't tripping on LeBron. He don't care nothing about no Dwayne Wade. All he keep thinking about is, I'm going to get one for my coach. That's why he ain't all smiling, because why? He not smiling because what he's trying to accomplish, he has not what? He ain't got it yet.
Master the 3 W's. You got to want it, you got to work it, then you got to win it. Right. Now, how bad do you want it? Because if you want it bad enough, you're going to work it. Then if you do those two, you're going to win.
He ain't geeked about winning no game. He not geeked about beating San Antonio. He not tripping because they up one game. That boy, you ain't gonna see that boy smile until he get the championship, and when he get it, he gonna hold up. The problem with some of y'all, the reason why you don't give 120% every doggone time you get on the field, because you ain't got a why for what you do. You ain't got a why.
Not only y'all have what it takes, but y'all have something even bigger. Y'all have the heart, y'all have the courage to be independent thinkers. Independent thinkers, there's nothing more valuable than that. Y'all can go out here and tell and express your thoughts and say it with conviction and passion and stand on it and be unapologetic about it. And somebody pull you to the side, you know what? You was wrong about that. And you can be like, I appreciate it. you know? Or they could say, I appreciate you for giving me the wisdom and the courage to be just as much as in depth and you know, strong with conviction about the message that you have. And it spreads not only between the person you're talking to, but subconsciously through kids that's younger than yourselves. And that's something I can always appreciate.
This is about you. You gotta believe. Let's just forget sports for one moment. Do you believe in you, period? Take away your jersey, take away your number, take away that thing that's on the back of your shirt, your family name. Do you believe in you? That if you didn't have sports, you would be successful. That's the way you gotta believe. That I don't give a darn if I had sports or not. I was still gonna be something and somebody, and I was still gonna affect and impact our society. God just chose to give me a ball. And he just chose to give me some talent. That I did some wonderful things with it for such a time of this. So you got to believe no matter what in you. When I say I believe, what does that mean? Confidence. I love that. What does that mean? Excuse me? Believe in oneself. I like that. What does it really mean?
I'm betting on myself.
I'm betting on myself. I love how prepared. I believe we're getting ready to go shake up the whole country. I truly believe that. That's why I'm confident today. That's why I'm walking the way I walk. That's why I'm talking the way I talk. That's why I'm moving the way I move. Because I believe in every darn thing that sits in him. The problem is, you got to believe in the guy next to you.
This is taking what you learned and applying them. It's simple as that. And applying them. You go have hardships. You go have tribulations just as you had coming up here. But guess what? You got somebody special behind your corner and all around you, and that's God. Period. 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 Every step of the way, when you fall and you have your shortcomings, he's right there. When you have your victories, he's right there. Give yourself grace. Give yourself time to grow and appreciate it, because he's growing with you. Every individual out here is experiencing a human life, a human experience, and God is experiencing it with you. So when you go through things, he's going with it. He's right there with you. He's talking to you. All you got to do is talk back. I walk on the beach every day, and I'm talking to God. I'm just talking. Like he the homie. I swear to God, I put that on my grandmama grave. I talk to him next to me. Like the homie. Just like the people that you grow up with, I don't care if you got to curse, you got to cuss, you talk to him as if you know him since you was born, the way he knows you. It's the truth.
And many of you are taking anything because you don't know what you want. And so if I can do one thing for you when you leave this room, I don't want nothing from you but for you to leave this room and know what you want. What do you want in your marriage? What do you want with your son and your daughter? What do you want in your health? What do you want financially? Like, how much money do you want to make a year? What do you want to drive? How do you want to live? Stop just waking up like an accident. What do you want? And then once you find out what you want, spend the rest of your natural life waking up and going after it.
Always keep going. There's been times, particularly early in my career, where it just feels like this is the end. But what I've come to find out is that no matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. And when the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're ready. It doesn't exist. It's not existent. What the hell does that mean? Seriously, what does failure mean? It doesn't exist. It's a figment of your imagination. What does it mean?
Pulling a Jedi.
Failure, why it's not existent. Like, everybody talks about, like, everybody wants a happy ending, right? Now let's go to the reality of it, right? Let's look at a fairy tale story. Let's look at Snow White. Mm-hmm. She gets a happy ending. She finds Prince, whatever. She goes on. She lives happily ever after. Well, I call bullshit on that, because 2 months later, the fact is they had an argument and he's sleeping on the couch. Right? So the point is, the story continues. Mm-hmm. The story continues. So if you fail on Monday, the only way it's a failure on Monday is if you decide to not progress from that, right? So to me, that's why failure is not existent. Because, if I fail today, okay, I'm going to learn something from that failure and I'm going to try again on Tuesday.
Committed people constantly make new goals and are always striving to push their boundaries and achieve more. People who are committed work hard out of habit. People who are committed work hard out of habit. People who are committed work hard out of habit. and out of loyalty. They have a unique endurance that allows them to physically keep going because they are mentally wired to work endlessly toward their dreams.